Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to the bench. It is a brisk March day. It is the end of March. What's today? 22nd, 21st, 22nd? It's like 20 degrees outside. The wind is howling in western Pennsylvania, and it's pretty damn cold. Anyways, moving on. Super. There's all my keywords, so if you're drinking in a drinking game, go ahead and drink. Today, this is going to be a drop in the bucket for the custom boutique blend series, because I'm going to keep that going. And today I am smoking Cornwall from Emerson Southern Forged, and this is a vision of Jim Steffi, and this is part of his Oriental series, which is why the label is blue. What am I smoking out of today? This is my first estate pipe I ever bought. I got it from smokingpipes.com, and it is a Canadian made. I do this every time. It's underneath. Maybe I'll leave a little description, but just a little like acorn apple type guy, which I almost got rid of a couple times because I just wasn't into it because it was small, and I was like, I don't like small pipes. But after my smoking journey has progressed, I found that I do like the smaller pipes sometimes, and it is a Love It design, which is Brian Levine's favorite shape, which actually made me go back and look on my rack and say, that's a Love It. I'm gonna have to give that one a try. And I have, and this has become a pipe that I go to a lot. This is one of the 3 pipes that I took with me to Muletown, which was a good time. Yeah, I'll put a video out about that. I was gonna make a video about Muletown, but everybody does, and not mine. I just had a good time. I didn't want to make a video. Having a cup of coffee this morning. Cup of coffee. All right. Cornwall. I've had this blend for a while. When did I get this? I got this 7/26. So I got this last July. And it's just that I had so many blends I was smoking through for the custom boutique blend series. I really didn't start smoking it till the very end of last year, beginning of this year. All right. Once again, if you're here to like, subscribe, share the video around, share the channel around. Always looking for new subscribers and always looking for some comments on my videos. All of Jim's information, Emerson Southern Forged, will be down below in the description. And if there ever have any questions about any of the blends that I'm sampling, that I'm reviewing, that I'm doing takes on, just shoot me something in the comments. Hit me up on Instagram, at Noah's House on Instagram, or at Noah's House at gmail.com. That is my email address for this channel. And if you're curious about any of the blends from Emerson Southern Forged, you can look up Emerson Southern Forged on Instagram, shoot him a message, or down in the description below, his email address will be attached. So here we go. Cornwall. This is part of his Oriental series, and it contains Orientals, Red Virginias, and Perique. Haha. It's a pretty simple blend. It's kind of to the point. It has its moments. First off, I'll say I found that I like it better when I dry it, and it's dried out pretty crispy, because the Virginias sometimes tend to jump up and bite me. This is another blend that I am super curious about how it's going to age, what it's going to be in a year in the jar. And let me grab that plug real quick. It comes in a real nice compact plug. I'm curious to see if Jim starts doing some of his blends in his new press. Blends like this that I've smoked, old favorites that I've had that I order more of. If it comes in the square plug, if it's going to be any different. But check out, there we go. Look at that. And it is, it smells wonderful. It has that, it's a smell I pick up from Virginias. But it's a very good plug. And I'm thinking afterwards, I'm probably going to cut this plug up, rub it all out, get it in the jar, and let her sit for a while. Like I said, it is already aged, 9 months or so. All right. What did Noah think of Cornwall? And like I was saying, I do like to dry this one out, because some of the Virginias, I don't know if it's when they're young or when they're first pressed, if they're still moist and they tend to really jump up and bite me. And I've come to find that any blend that is Virginia heavy, if it's a little on the moist side, I have to let it dry down, or I don't enjoy it. It bites me. There's just something about it. But if I let it dry down and I let it get not crispy like cornflakes, but I let it a good bit of that moisture. This today probably dried out. I did it longer than I wanted to, for 20 minutes, because I ended up doing something else with my plants. But I tend to like my Virginias to dry down. I like them a little drier. They don't seem to bite me when they're dry. That being said, what did I think? Cornwall, Emerson Southern Forged Oriental. The tin note I got, and I was just rereading this, and I did get some weird tin notes. I said I got a tin note of tea, sourness, honey, a super sweet, and I know they all kind of contradict each other, but they're all there together, and if you keep sniffing, you can start picking them out. I said super sweet tea. I said, wow, what a smell. And I think it's the Virginias that come out to give me that sweet tea, that honey. And then you have them Orientals where you're getting that sour, little like bag tea-ness in there. And it is an amazing, amazing smell. The cut, once again, is a plug. So I did start smoking this at the end of last year. And I smoked it out of several pipes. And I started off with my French pot. I said, this is a wonderful Oriental that has great Oriental flavor. A bit of spice on the back end. So far it's good and it's balanced. The Virginias are not biting me and are mixed thoroughly through the blend. Sometimes the mix, I can't smoke a big straight Virginia. I've come to find it's not in my wheelhouse. I said halfway or so on and the Virginias are settling in. I go, it has heated up slightly for me. The flavor is on point. The odd wisp of sourness that jumps across your tongue is great. And it does. That sourness is just in there, he's cruising around lane to lane. I smoked it again out of my Bent Rossi. I said I gave it a 20-minute dry time today. I said so far it is burning better. And I do think this blend, for me, needs to be dried out. I said I still have to say that the sour note on the tongue is great. And I really, really like that sourness, that Oriental sourness. That is something that I've come to find that I'm searching out. I said it seems to be burning cooler with the dry time. The first time I smoked it, I just cut it off, rubbed it out, packed it up. And I definitely think the dry time helped. I said it's early on and great, or it's early in the day and great with a cup of hot tea. And it really is. A lot of more entries like that. And then I have one that was recent. I was smoking out of my straight Rossi, which is a billiard. It is very cold and snowing outside today. It was. Oh, March and it's snowing. I said, I have a cold. And I've been fighting this cold for a little while since I came back from Nashville. I said, I'm having a cold. I said, but this blend is really hitting the spot tonight. I think everything got together, and a little pungentness of the Orientals with the pungentness of the Virginias really got in there, because I'd smoked a couple pipes and the blends just weren't hitting, I think because I had a cold. I said, as this blend ages, I guarantee that any rough edges will smooth off. And let's talk about that. I think a lot of the Virginias that I tend to like a little more than others are Virginias, can't get this on there straight, that seem to have a little edge. And I think it takes a little bit of that sharpness of the Virginias and it rounds it off. And I think a lot of Jim's blends and other home blenders that are using a more younger Virginia, it's real potent. I say that, but I don't know how old the Virginias are that Jim gets. So Jim, if you're watching this, shoot me a comment down below. Let me know some of the bulk tobaccos you're getting, the whole leaf you're getting. How aged are they? Are they 2, 3, 4 years old? Are they newer? But I think a lot of these blends with Virginias, for me, that bite me and kind of jump up on my tongue, I think after they age for a while and the Virginias kind of meld together with the other components, to me it rounds them off. And I can't wait, because I have several in my cellar that I've smoked, didn't care for because of the Virginia bite, because of the bitiness of it. But I think in a year or so that they're going to be spectacular. So from the bench, what am I giving it? I am going to give this blend 3.5 matchsticks because this is a definite must try. If you're out there, you like Virginia Orientals, you like Orientals, definitely give this blend a go. I can't wait to revisit this blend in a little while to see how it smooths off, how it changes, how the flavors meld together, if it mellows. And that is a really cool thing about pipe tobacco, the change that the tobaccos go through over time. Excuse me. I have come to find lately, as I progress in my smoking adventure, pipes are really starting to make a difference in the blends. And Virginias, for Virginias, this little love it right here seems to be coming into its own. If it's a really wet Virginia that really grabs me, then I'll pull out my system pipe. I was talking to Tim from Papa Bear's Pipes about a calabash because they're kind of like a system pipe in a way. And I'm thinking, oh, maybe I'll get me a calabash. Maybe that will become a Virginia style pipe too. But I like this smaller bowl, shorter shank. Everything doesn't seem to heat up as much. Oh, yeah. But all in all, if you like that little bit of sour tang and you like some Virginias that are going to stand up to the Orientals, and the Preak in there, I know I haven't talked about it. I just think it's in the background, and once in a while, I get a little bit of spiciness on the back of my tongue, just a little. And I think it's real. I think if it wasn't in there, I don't think the blend would be the same. It would be too much of the other components. I think the Preak gets in there like a traffic cop. It keeps everybody kind of together in their lanes. But 3.5 matchsticks from the bench. I definitely think this is one you have to try. I've enjoy it more as I let it age and smoke it a little more. That's for sure. And that's a lot of times why when people talk about a blend, hey, blend comes out on Tuesday and people are putting their takes and reviews out on Thursday, I really don't think that they can get a grasp of the tin, of the tobacco, of the flavor, of the essence of it in a way. I mean, there are some people, I'm sure if you're Mr. Inks, yeah, you know, you can figure that out. I mean, dude's got an amazing tongue. But I definitely want to keep smoking on this. I'm going to pull it out probably every couple of weeks. I'm going to have a bowl. I'm going to see how it's changing and aging. I got my book to kind of take me upon that journey. Well, looking at, oh my goodness, we're at like 13 minutes. So much for keeping the video shorter. Well, hey, this is a great Oriental blend. Give it a try. Give Emerson Southern Forged a try. All the information is going to be down below in the description. I'm Noah from the bench. Thanks for stopping by.